Not even back to the original line of scrimmage. We will take you through the Boise State offense, and we'll begin, of course, with the weapons that Peterson had. Austin Pettis and Titus Young, folks, if you haven't seen them, two very talented wide receivers. Nate Potter has been moved from guard back to left tackle. Junior from the Boise area because of an injury right. So he is back in his familiar position. And I noticed that Kellen had time last time. Let's see what happens here, because third down, you would think that he's looking over and we're going to have a timeout.
Good boy.
So here is Frank Beamer, and if there is a question right now, Herbie, it is about the Virginia Tech defense. Bud Foster has to replace a lot of the fellas that he counted on last year.
Yeah, and Barquell, one of their best players is Barquell Rivers, and he's out tonight where he injured himself lifting weights in the spring. So really they're down to about 4 starters returning from a year ago, and also 11 contributors. I just think that this is a team that, with Bud Foster's track record, everything that he's done as a defensive coordinator, they might be young, they might be inexperienced, but they will play Bud Foster defense, which is attacking, being aggressive, playing with a lot of emotion, and he always likes to put one extra guy up into the into the box area to defend the run and make you show him that you can throw the ball.
A couple of schools came and approached him about being their head coach, but Virginia Tech took care of Coach Foster. They love continuity. The athletic director, Jim Weaver, played for Joe Paterno at Penn State, and he has modeled the athletic program at Blacksburg right after what Paterno has done, and consistency of the coaching staff, so very important. Here we go now, third down and 11 for Kellen Moore and the Broncos. In underneath, short of the first down, they are close to the right hash, and that, folks, is a story when you talk about Boise State kicking. You do not want to line Kyle Brotzman up on the left hash. It has become a mental thing for him, and so he will come in and attempt this field goal from the right hash, where he was perfect a year ago. They made sure they got the ball over there, and Austin Pettis will be the holder.
Down, boy. You got this.
Long enough. 44 yards, and Boise State takes advantage of the exchange problem, and they cash in 3 points.
Broncos forever.
Back in Landover. Herbie, what do you think of these new uniforms that are broken up by these two teams?
You know what? I'm kind of a fan of the Virginia Tech ones, but you're right. We were talking before the game. They look pretty good, but it's hard to think that that's Virginia Tech with all the black on there. And the numbers look a lot better on TV than they look in person.
Okay, sure.
David Wilson can make any uniform look good.
Indeed. The young man got out only to the 16-yard line when he could have taken a knee down in the end zone. He was so eager. Brotzman with the ball on the tee. He put the Broncos up, and here's his second kickoff. He drilled that first one. Right at the goal line, and here comes Wilson. And great coverage on the special team by Boise State that time. And let's check out the offense. We have talked a lot, of course, about the quarterback, but Ryan Williams, Darren Evans, David Wilson, 3 talented running backs. Cole, Boykin as wideouts, and Andre Smith's got big shoes to fill.
Ryan Williams was a big one in this
line. Andrew Lanier's the story.
You gotta watch out.
Can't get Nick Becton healthy enough over there at left tackle, so you might want to keep an eye on the situation here. There's a late Boise shift. They'll throw a motion at him, and here we go on first down. That's great penetration by this defense, and that's Billy Wynn who recovered that fumble. He is off. He's causing
Billy Wynn's a memory.
Problems right now.
Well, he is dominating the interior of Virginia Tech's defensive line. And Boise State, if you're not familiar with Boise State, you've seen a little rep from them over the years.
You guys got to swarm like
Virginia Tech style. They are aggressive. They'll pin their ears back and they will attack you in a very similar nature that Bud Foster and the Hokies will do. So they love this kind of smash mouth style of football in the trenches and getting very aggressive.
It's a 5-yard loss on that play, and that will give Taylor 2nd and 15. In trouble trouble again, and he is lit up that time by McClellan. Shea McClellan out of Caldwell, Idaho, right there in the Boise area.
They're just getting off of these blocks, and there's a little bit of movement that's causing some confusion up front for Virginia Tech. But what you're watching is
I'm actually about 60 miles from Caldwell in Moho.
Trying to do with their pass protection.
But basically, we got a first rounder last year, remember, in linebackers.
And harass Tyrod Taylor.
So offensive coordinator
2020.
He got his hands full against this defense early. This is 3rd and 21. Bringing pressure, and Taylor will take this out of bounds, and they will live for a 4th down and a punt coming up here.
Another win to this Boise State defense. The pressure continues to be too much for Taylor. Great athletic ability and toughness from this experienced veteran Boise State defense.
So now Mitch Burrow